Good day everyone. How are you all doing? We have to apologize for putting our classes on hold. But glad you can make it to join us today. My name is Mr. Teacher.
My name is Daddy Gross.
Today, we would be looking into mediastinum. You get us started, Daddy Gross.
The mediastinum is the median septum of thoracic cavity between the two pleural cavities. It's a partition between the right and left pleural sac. It is covered on each side by the mediastinal pleural. It contains all the thoracic viscera and structures except the lungs. The mediastinum occupies the central compartment of the thoracic cavity. Boundaries of the mediastinum: anteriorly, by the sternum. Posteriorly, by the vertebral column, bodies of thoracic vertebrae and intervening thoracic aperture. Superiorly, by the superior thoracic aperture. Inferiorly, by the diaphragm on each side, mediastinal pleura. The contents. The major contents of the mediastinum are: thymus. Heart enclosed in the pericardial sac. Major arteries and veins such as thoracic aorta, pulmonary trunk etc., trachea. Esophagus. Thoracic neutral structures such as sympathetic trunks, vagus nerve, phrenic nerve. Lymph nodes. The structures forming the right and left surfaces of the mediastinum.
Thank you, Daddy Gross. You have been a great help to this platform. Now, we would take a look into the divisions of the mediastinum and discuss one of the divisions. In our next class we would continue with the topic, as it's going to be a series. Divisions. The mediastinum is divided by a horizontal planes extending from the sternal angle to the lower border of the fourth thoracic vertebrae into 1. Superior mediastinum above the plane. 2. Inferior mediastinum below the plane. The inferior mediastinum is further divided into 3 parts by the pericardium. Anterior mediastinum, in front of the pericardium. Posterior mediastinum, behind the pericardium. Middle mediastinum, contains the pericardium and it contains heart and roots to great vessels. Now let's take a look into superior mediastinum. Superior mediastinum. The superior mediastinum is the superior transverse thoracic plane, passing through the sternal angle and the junction IV disc of vertebrae T4 and T5. Contents. The structures that pass through the superior mediastinum from the anterior to posterior. Thymus. The thymus is a primary lymphoid organ, is located in the inferior part of the neck, and interior of the superior mediastinum. It is a flat gland with a flask-shaped lobes that lies posterior to the manubrium and extends into the anterior mediastinum, anterior to the fibrous pericardium. Great vessels. The great systemic blood vessels of the heart lie within the superior mediastinum and their main branches arise before passing through the superior thoracic aperture. The veins, right and left brachiocephalic veins and SVC, lies anterior to the arteries, arch of aorta and the roots of its major branches dash the brachiocephalic trunk, left and common carotid artery, and left subclavian artery. Nerves, vagus nerve, phrenic nerves and cardiac plexus. Inferior continuation of the cervical viscera, trachea anteriorly and esophagus posteriorly, related nerves. Left and right recurrent laryngeal nerve. Thoracic duct, and lymphatic trunks. I do believe we still have some minutes to look into about division of mediastinum.
Anterior mediastinum. The anterior mediastinum is the smallest subdivision of the mediastinum. It's continuous with the superior mediastinum at the sternal angle. It's a very narrow space in front of the pericardium, overlapped by the thin anterior borders of both lungs. The boundaries of anterior are, anteriorly, by the body of sternum. Posteriorly, by the pericardium enclosing the heart. Superiorly, by the transverse thoracic plane separating superior and inferior mediastinum. Inferiorly, diaphragm. On each side, mediastinal pleura. Contents of th anterior mediastinum. Loose connective tissue. Sternopericardial ligaments, superior and inferior. Lymph nodes and vessels. Mediastinal branches of internal thoracic, mammary arteries, lower portion of thymus.
Thank you for being part of the class. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, and most importantly subscribe.